How to install a roll of black mark or Q-bar labels in the Kiaro. This video will show you how to load your Kiaro with a roll of labels that have a black line for reflective sensing printed on the liner backing. This is commonly called a Q-bar or reflective mark. Your Kiaro uses this black line during its calibration process, so it can sense where to start printing on each label. We'll begin by opening the door on your Kiaro printer. Now lift up the label roll holder. Next, lift up both green media guides to open up the label path. Squeeze the blue lever on the gray flange so that you can slide the gray flange off the mandrel, separating it from the black flange. Slide your label roll onto the black piece first. Make sure that the labels are facing forward on the roll, with the loose end sitting on top of the roll. Then fit the gray piece snugly over the label roll. Place the roll holder back into its cradle. Unroll some of the material to make sure that the strand of labels is facing forward toward the front of the printer. Now peel off a few labels from the liner backing until you expose about 6.5 inches of the bare liner. In metric measure, this is 165 millimeters of liner. Next, feed the strand of liner material into the printer, aligning the edge of the material with the black plastic. Don't push the material all the way inside the printer yet. Push the green media guide on the left up to the edge of the label. Be careful not to allow the label material to buckle or get squished. Lock down the green media guide. Now you're ready to gently feed the labels into the printer a little further until you can feel the printer grabbing the material. Close the second media guide bar and snap it into place. Now the Kiaro will run a calibration process. You will see the label roll holder turning as the material is fed inside the printer. Next, you'll press and hold the feed button on the front panel of the Kiaro until the length of the bare liner material emerges. You can just tear that off. Finally, close the outer door. You've successfully loaded your Q-bar labels in the Kiaro.